Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We are starting some cannas and ferns today, and I got them from Walmart. So let me show you what we have. We've got two different types of ferns, ostrich and cinnamon. And then I've got this Canna Pretoria. Is that what it's called? Pretoria. And I actually grew this last year on video with you. So if you want to check that out, you can check out that video, or you can watch this one, which is a new video. I also started my Canna musifolia tubers off camera because I have video last year of doing all that, but I ordered more from the same girl. Just placed the order today, so I should have some new bulbs coming in, and I'll do a new video for those. But today we're going to open this up, see if these bulbs are healthy and ready to be planted. So we're going to start with the ferns, and what I'm looking for is a healthy root. So this is going to come, each of these has 2 roots in the bag. So I just want to make sure that the roots don't look desiccated and dried out, that they look alive basically. They don't have to be putting off any new growth, but they need to be alive. Got scissors. I don't usually have scissors on hand, but because I just did another video where I needed them, they are right here. All right. Oh, I see some roots. What is this? Come on. A little desiccated. That doesn't mean that it won't wake up. You know what? Let me see. Let me check out the other one. I'll put this there. Let me find the other one. Okay. Wow. Very dry. Let's see if there's any. Sometimes you get a little bit extra. Okay. No extra, and the roots look, I mean, look at this. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try and soak these for a few hours and see if that rehydrates them, makes them more liable to sprout for me. Because you know what the worst thing is wasting resources on something that's not going to grow. So, and I've done a lot of that over the years, like with stuff like this, where it's like, that doesn't look great, but I'll start it anyways. Like with my strawberries, in my strawberry video, a couple videos back, the strawberries that I had that just looked like that, dry and desiccated, they have not popped up yet. But my other strawberries that looked good, kind of funky, they're up. So if these guys aren't going to do anything, I definitely don't want to waste soil and pots on them. So those were the cinnamon ferns. So I'm gonna put this right on top of there so I don't forget which is which. Oh goodness. Good grief. Okay, so these guys kind of look similar. They look exactly the same. Just an extra little nubbin. Let's see if there's anything else in here. All right, there's nothing else in there, so I'm gonna get another mason jar of water, and we'll do the same with these. It's a little disappointing, but maybe, they like way dormant, like dormant, like not gonna wake up dormant. All right, let's go get some more water. All right, so let's drop these 3 in here. Ready? And we'll just pop these right on their little tag things. All right, now we will open up the Canna Pretoria. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Let's see. All right. Canna Pretoria. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Oh gosh. Oh. Well, yes. We got some life here, absolutely. We also got some stank here as well. All right, this guy will wake up. Because he's got growth here. I don't feel any areas that are squishy, damp. Well, I mean, it's a little damp, but there's nothing that is squishing, rotten. Nice. So we got a little canna to start, and you can divide cannas if you need. So like, if I wanted to divide this, I can take this little chunk here and just pop it off, let it callus for at least 24 hours, and then pot it up. Could break off this piece here, do the same. So you can make more canna plants if you need to. Oh, what's this chunk? Is this just dirt? What is that? This looks, there's another chunk of something. It's hard. Let's pull this back. Kind of rotty. Ugh. Squish my finger in it. I'll plant it. I don't see any like life on it, but it's solid. There's a little squish. Well, I forgot about that squish already. Take my scissors. This is a tough call because I've got some solidness. When you move away the rotty stuff, you do see some light in there. I'm going to, I mean, it doesn't hurt to plant it, so I'll plant it. If it doesn't make it, then it just is fertilizer for the other plant. I'll plant them together. All right, so let's see what pot we got. I brought up a couple different sizes, none of which I think can handle this unless I plant it like that. So I have pots like this that I got from Walmart earlier this year. Let me see if this will do. Oh, this will do. I'll do this because I don't feel like going out to my garage to get a different kind of pot, and this will be fine. And then I'll just plant this one like in it off to the side. All right, let's get soil. So cannas are a full sun plant that you do not need to plant very deeply. They grow across the ground, or like they can be under soil, but they grow across the soil. They don't typically go deep under the soil. However, when you're growing them in pots like I do, you do get that like bulky growth under here. It's kind of like a big root ball. And that's because they don't have anywhere to just continuously grow like that. So they kind of clump together under, you know what I mean? Like a root ball. It kind of grows like that. And that is the hardest thing to break apart at the end of the season. If you want to unpot that plant to bring it in for winter, I dig mine up every late October and bring my bulbs inside to overwinter. If you are in a warmer zone or If I believe if you plant them next to your house, that they are more likely to come back just because of the heat from your home. I've never done that. I've never tried it. So if you have, let me know. I'm in zone 6A. All right, this potted up beautifully. It looks amazing. It should wake up. It's already partially awake on its own. So as for the ferns, we will come back to these in 24 hours and see if they look any different. I don't know if they will. So growing cannas indoors, starting them like this, I will give them a deep watering and then put them under the brightest light I have in my home. That could be a grow light or that could be a window light. You want to make sure that the room you're starting them or growing them in is pretty warm. I would say at least 70 degrees just to kickstart them breaking out of dormancy. And then just keep them warm, keep the light bright, water them when I would say the soil like the soil dries out about an inch or two, and then you're good. So it's been 24 hours that we had our ferns soaking, and I just drained the water, and they are actually looking decent. I can definitely tell where growth would come, at least on one of these. So let's go ahead, get a closer look, and pot these guys up. Okay, so we've got the Christmas fern here. Here are all three. This one is showing, and what I'm looking at is like, do I see any lighter spots where like the fronds would come out? This one isn't showing any. Well, it's got a little spot right there where there could be some growth. This one you can really see, like, see this lighter area, that's where your new growth's going to come out. So I'm really hopeful with this. I will take this one and pot them together because this one is really tiny. And then this one, I'm not quite sure if it's going to wake up. It probably will. Maybe I'm just like being a little dramatic about it, but um, I just sometimes it's so hard buying uh, bagged roots from Walmart. You just never, and any store that sells them bagged like this, you just never know if you've got something that's alive or not in the package. But let's fill these up halfway with soil and then we'll put our ferns in. All right, so that's about half. And then we will take this one. Because I see the fronds right here, I'm gonna plant it this way up. So I'm gonna put it down in here like this. Again, if you don't know, I mean like this, like I don't really know which way is up for this plant. So I'm just gonna put it in any direction and see what happens. So we got that first one in, cover it with about an inch of soil and it's planted. So let's switch these two and then we'll pot this any old way, this any old way, cover it with about an inch of soil. About an inch and a half for this one. And then these two are done. Let's get our tags. Christmas fern. So we don't lose these. And these guys can actually go into the greenhouse and wake up naturally. I'm not in any sort of rush to have them up right like in the next few weeks for planting. So they can go in the greenhouse, wake up a little slower. And I say that because my greenhouse is going to be slightly cooler than my house. So if I had them in the house, they'd probably wake up a little bit quicker. But the greenhouse, they have time to like kind of slow wake, and then I don't have to fuss with them in here taking up space from other plants. Okay, so that's done. Get that out the way. Let's resituate ourselves. So we're going to fill these halfway with soil. This one's a little more than half. And then here. So let's take a look at these. Come on. I don't want to come out. Ooh. All right. Everything's solid. I don't feel any mush. This looks like where a growth point of fronds would be. So let's go ahead and stick this in. Just plant it any old way, because who knows which end is up on these. Let me grab this other one. It's got water in here. Don't want it to hit my floor or my table. This one looks pretty solid. Always check your bulbs and roots for softness. If it's soft, that means it's rotting or has rotted. I'll put those in there and then cover them with soil. And the 2 cinnamon ferns are planted now, and the Christmas ferns are planted. So let's get them tagged so I don't forget, because I will. Cinnamon fern. Cinnamon fern. Now we can go ahead and take these out into the greenhouse. I think that will be fun. We can go look around and see what's going on in there. Ooh. Here we are. We've got the ferns. Now it's just, where should we put them? I'll put them over here for now. Whew, it is nice and toasty in here. So it is 72.5 degrees Fahrenheit in here and 56% humidity. It's pretty nice in my book. There they go. We've got our frost tolerant veggies that I still have not gotten into the ground. I'm going to do that this week, probably tomorrow or the next day. I've got to get a few things from the store and then I'll get right on it. Here are the strawberries. We started these together a couple videos back. And then here are some other things. I've got a leprechaun columbine growing. You can see that the leaves they're very bright yellow, but there's also some variegation on them. And I know they're going to be so cute when they get big. These are the strawberries that we also started in the other strawberry video. And these are the ones that were so dried up that I wasn't sure they were going to break dormancy. I don't see any signs of life yet. I do need to get out here and water this tray. It is especially dry. Some more cold tolerant or frost tolerant veggies up here. Cilantro, my favorite. There's some chives back there. And I'm so behind, but I'll get to it, I promise. They are actually going to go, so like not the chard, but my greens like this on my kale and my collards are going to go into this Vego bed here. It has a cover on it, and I believe that this cover is going to save my greens this year from the cabbage moth. So that's what I'm hoping. So all my kale and collards are going in here. Chard, like nothing touches the chard. Like the chard is nearly pest free for me. So, which is very exciting because then we get to have beautiful chard. The chickens love chard. We use it too, but at least my leafy greens will be saved, and hopefully I'll be able to enjoy a bunch of them. Like just, I'm hoping for pots and pots and pots of greens and kale to use for smoothies and soups and freezing for later. That's the goal. I also have 3 pawpaw trees that I just ordered. They were from TN Nursery, and they shipped pretty quick, got here pretty quick. They're dormant, and it was buy one get one free, and so I bought one and I got 2 free. They sent me 2 extra. So yeah, so I'm gonna start them in the pots because I don't know exactly where in the landscape I want to put them, and then we'll just see. I'll keep them in here probably until in the pots probably until fall, and then plant them like early fall, early to mid fall. I don't want to plant them like totally into winter. I want to have time to clear the space, and then I don't want the ground to be frozen by the time I get them in. But I'm really excited. Probably won't get fruit from them for maybe between 2 and 4 years potentially, but that's okay. I can wait. All right, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that you saw today. If possible, I'll link anything that was in a video in case anyone wants to buy it. I try to keep the link to items as close to the price that I paid. Sometimes it's a little off. If it's too expensive, I'm not gonna link it, like far expensive than what I paid for. If it's not linked, definitely go check your local store, see if you can find the same thing or something similar. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.